Gareth Davis.
Thank you, Mr Deputy Speaker. And it is a great pleasure to speak in this debate on a bill that I feel, frankly, is the biggest reform of financial regulation in a generation. But first, let me pay tribute to my honourable friend, the longest-serving Economic Secretary we have known, who committed his work with great diligence and who is greatly respected still in the industry to this day. Mr Deputy Speaker, I care a lot about the financial services industry. I worked in the industry for many years. It taught me a lot about the world. My wife works in it today, so I personally want the industry to thrive. But given the significance to our economy and people, we all should. The Prime Minister was right when she said that it is the jewel in the crown of our economy. It's of direct benefit to businesses, savers and investors, and of indirect benefit to all of us through jobs, growth and tax revenues. So that's why it's so important that we do everything we can to unleash the sector's potential. And this bill does just that. I welcome the fact that the bill takes advantage of our regulatory freedoms now that we are not in the European single market, giving more control to our domestic regulators and ensuring that they're more focused on international competitiveness. And for all those who worry about this resulting in a decline in regulation, they should be assured that the primary objective remains intact and that this mirrors established conventions in markets with highly regulated systems such as Australia and Japan. I welcome the moves to tighten the regulations on promotions by creating a new regulatory gateway for approvals. I welcome the provisions to improve the coordination between the FCA and the PRA. And as a member of the Treasury Select Committee, I welcome the enhanced role for the committee, but join others in saying that it's important that the committee also has the resources and expertise in order to be able to carry out that role effectively. So look, this is an excellent bill. It will help drive the industry and our country forward. But let me just conclude by talking about one aspect that I've been struck today in that I think we all agree on, and that's the need to further democratise our capital markets. Despite the remarkable success in the finance industry, it genuinely bothers me that not enough of our people are directly participating in or benefiting from our capital markets. While we're all stakeholders in UK PLC, not enough are shareholders with a stake in our economic success. And I think there are three things that we can do to address this. I'm a huge advocate of extending auto-enrolment to those aged 18 to 22 so that they can get on the savings ladder earlier. This will create 900,000 new savers, £1 billion extra in savings for our economy, and it will do a great deal to encourage a better savings culture. I also think we should look at removing regulatory obstacles to people receiving investment advice so that people don't just save, they invest. And finally, I want us to get on with reforming Solvency II so that more pensioners can expand their investment universe into illiquids like infrastructure. If we do these things, we can build on this excellent bill and ensure that everyone shares in the success of our world-leading financial services sector. Yeah.